I want to share something personal that started a while back because maybe someone out there needs to hear it. For most of my life, I've known one uncomfortable truth. I'm not attractive. That's not me putting myself down, it's just the way it is. I was born with a face that people find hard to look at. On top of that, I have scars across my body, the result of things I had no control over. It's something I've carried with me for years. And even though I've worked hard to build up other parts of my life, I keep myself in shape. I eat well. I have a decent career. My appearance is still the first thing people notice. Dating has always been hard. For years, I put myself out there only to be rejected again and again. Eventually, I met someone who seemed different. I thought she could look past my appearance. I let myself believe in love, even losing my virginity to her. But only a month later, she came to my place crying. She admitted that no matter how much she liked me as a person, she just couldn't get over the way I looked. She said intimacy was difficult because of my appearance. It hurt, but I understood. In fact, I told her I wished we'd stayed just friends instead of trying to date. After that, I made a choice. No more dating. No more searching for love. It was easier to accept a life alone than to keep being reminded of something I couldn't change. Surprisingly, life got better after that decision. I wasn't chasing something that only caused me pain. I found good friends Sam and Saran. We became really close. They're both in relationships, and they had this dream of going on triple dates together. The only problem, I had no interest in dating. But Sam and Sarah just wouldn't let it go. Over time, they kept trying to play matchmaker. They set me up on accidental dates, introduced me to women at parties, and tried to push me into relationships I never wanted. Every time, I told them not to. Every time, I felt like some poor girl was being thrown at me without warning. I could see it in their eyes, the unease, the pity, the discomfort. I hated it for me, and I hated it for them. Finally, it came to a breaking point. Sarah brought up another woman she wanted me to meet. She even showed me pictures. That's when I asked, does this girl even know what I look like? Sarah admitted she hadn't told her a thing. She planned to spring it on her at a party. That was the last straw. I snapped. I told them both to stop. I even showed them old texts from women they'd set me up with. Texts where those women admitted they liked me as a person but weren't physically attracted to me. After that, Sam and Sarah left quickly. We didn't talk for a week. I thought I'd lost them, but eventually, I reached out. I wanted to fix things because I valued their friendship. When we sat down to talk, I was ready for a fight, but instead they surprised me. They admitted they felt awful. They hadn't realized how disrespectful they were being by ignoring my boundaries. They apologized, and I forgave them. That night, they invited me over to hang out with some friends. One of those friends was Loretha, same woman Sarah Hay wanted to set me up with. But this time, there was no matchmaking. No secret blind date. Just hanging out as a group. And you know what? Laura was great. She wasn't meeting me under false pretenses. We talked, we laughed, and we realized we had a lot in common. The very next day, she invited me over to her place. We watched movies, ordered pizza, and bonded over how frustrating our jobs in IT could be. At first, she was just a friend, but over time, things grew naturally. Eventually, Laura asked me out. I was terrified, but I said yes. And that decision changed everything. Laura doesn't see me the way I see myself. She doesn't flinch at my scars. She looks at me with kindness and warm flick. I'm someone worth loving. And after years of believing love wasn't for me, I finally let myself believe it was possible. Today, we live together. We host dinners with Sam and Sarah. And yes, we even go on those triple dates they always wanted. For Thanksgiving, we had our first Friendsgiving at our place. Laura cooked for a house full of people, smiling the entire time. I'm even planning to propose to her soon. Looking back, I realize I was in a very dark place when this all started. I hated myself more than anyone else ever could. But with time, therapy, and the support of people who truly care about me, I've learned that I don't have to be defined by my scars or my face. I found love not because someone tricked me into it, but because someone saw me for who I was and loved me anyway. And that's something I never thought I'd be able to say.